Now I'm Tassel.
All right, I think we're live.
Yes.
All right. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the beginning of our 1 year anniversary Team Kamen Rider event. This is the Zero-One panel. I'm David. This guy, this is AJ, the movie writer. And starting from this way, everyone say hi and who you are.
That's me. I am Zach, a.k.a. Hollywood Zach. I'm one of the co-hosts of the Power Rangers podcast called Ranger Command Power Hour. Huge Toku nerd. Love me some Rider. Excited to talk Rider with all these guys today. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. And pass off on the next guy.
Are we going down? Are we going back over? What do we?
Wait, you are Dustin.
You're talking me? Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Dustin. I go by the next decade of a Tokusatsu cosplayer focused on Kamen Rider. And, your favorite neighborhood troublemaker. How you doing?
All right, and then...
Hey, it's Marco Satsu. I really love talking about Kamen Rider on YouTube, and I talk about it way too much, but hey, I just love the show and really excited.
Never enough.
There's no such thing.
But that's me. I'm on YouTube.
All right. I'm Carl. I host a podcast called Tokudon where we talk about all kinds of tokusatsu and all this kind of stuff. I'm usually the dude holding your mouth open while someone pulls the Kool-Aid when it comes to Kamen Rider. So, yeah, that's why I'm hanging out today.
And of course,
I'm the Amazing. I'm just the guy that takes pictures of things, and apparently, it's a lot of Kamen Rider. A lot.
Yeah. Awesome. Before we get started, we want to go into a few things. AJ, if you can hit the button, thank you. So if you go to the Team Rider page, we do have a lot of things for sale from a toy department, stuff like the belts and everything, the cool little logos that you could put with basically anything or by themselves. We have some Ichiban statues, some SIC like the Ryuki is on sale right now. So a lot of good deals. Check it out. Sale will be going for a couple of days, so don't miss out on that. We also, let's see if this works. If you go to our Amazon store, we have some new stuff. We have tote bags. If you're about that tote life, for people who get that reference, we have throw pillows, which are cool. I'm going to get all 20, and I've been challenged to put them all on my bed at the exact same time. So I'm going to make it work. They actually come in two sizes. There's like a smaller size and a bigger size.
Nah, you can't cheat. You got to get medium large. You can't cheat. You got to get the big ones only.
Yeah,
of course. Yeah, I mean, I am not small. I need bigger pillows.
That's what's gonna make it because once you do it, it'll look really great, and then you can just lay on top of it, just jump.
Right, just like, just and then of course we have the hoodies that we showed you guys earlier this week, but we did just add second half of Heisei this morning, so feel free to be broke like the rest of us.
My wallet.
So. No, definitely, and then we have a contest. AJ, should we show them the contest?
I think we should.
You think you should? Okay.
I think everyone should know about this contest immediately.
Show us the contest.
So, bluefriendbrands.com/contests. We have a dime giveaway where the winner is going to get a signed CSM Sengoku driver by Gaku Sano. Now, that obviously won't be delivered until next year because it doesn't exist yet. It's being manufactured. But for right now, there's also going to be a second prize attached with that. There's an exclusive poster that is the first ever time that the Team Kamen Rider logos appear with Toei, which is pretty. I didn't cry. I'm not going to say that, but it's pretty impressive. Also signed by Gaku Sano to Team Kamen Rider and to all the fans in America. The poster is extraordinarily limited. Like super duper limited, and it's actually being framed right now. So hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to have a photo of it all nice and framed and special looking. But it's a one of a kind giveaway, guys. I really hope everyone gets hyped. Go to bluefriendbrands.com/contest. Start entering. AJ, can you enter every day, or is it just a one-time thing?
I believe you can enter it every day with many points to keep entering. So keep adding those points up because the more that you build up, the more likely you have a chance of winning.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you're going to want a signed Sengoku driver.
I just want y'all to know y'all are in trouble. I don't even have profiles of some of this, but I'm gonna make some, and I'm like,
I spent the last weekend making fake accounts because I'm ready to throw hands over this. So
something's got to give here, and it's definitely going to be the fact that I am going against my social media rule and making new profiles.
I imagine there's gonna be a lot of pictures of people like the same guy, just like I have a mustache now, and now I'm wearing sunglasses.
Oh man, I'm definitely gonna do that. It's gonna be me with sunglasses. Like if I do one for every cougar, right? Just put a cougar in front of every photo. Just
right. I am now slightly different, but yeah, no, it was super cool that shout out to Toei for for letting our logo be on a Kamen Rider giveaway officially. That was super awesome.
That's awesome.
Definitely shout out to Gaku Sano for signing this for us. He signed posters for us, and he's gonna come back again next year once the actual belts are created. He's gonna sign one. So super cool.
So cool.
Sad that I wasn't there to actually see it. I cried a lot over that. But one person's gonna get this, and it's gonna be great. So start signing up, guys. It's gonna be great. I think we just put it up online like right before this stream. So you now know about it. So good luck.
Brands.com/contest.
Yo. So let's see how long it takes for people to let's see. Is anyone? Whoa! Okay. All right. It's been 3 seconds. All right, that's good. have we posted the link yet, or are people just like, did they just hear what we just said right now?
They hear what we just said.
All 59 of these are us.
It's just like enter.
You guys don't know it. I got 4 phones on my phone on my floor right now. I've been packing away with my feet this whole time.
Oh my god!
I've been with his toes.
You guys are really good at entering without showing it. You guys are skilled.
Yeah. I'll be right back. I gotta log into my other account. Yo, okay, all right, y'all for real. Okay.
Hey, well, best of luck.
I promise, guys, I'm not gonna just pick me or someone who looks just like me. I promise. It won't. I'm not gonna take it. Maybe
it'll be you with the sunglasses. Let's be
exactly. It'll be my evil twin. Exactly.
If it helps you feel better, if I know someone that wins, that means I won because I'm taking it.
I'm just gonna show up at your house, but hey, just give me the belt.
Just give me the belt, dog. Give me the belt.
Man,
I'll hold it for this month and for the next 10 years, and you'll get it back later.
We're gonna share custody of it. Oh wow, that was a huge jump. That's 165. Oh wow.
There you go.
I was talking about it.
Make sure we check it before the end of this because I really want to see where this goes.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We haven't even
I bet you we could probably have like 1,000 or 2,000 by the end of this stream.
Oh yeah,
and that would be great. And hey, I'm just saying, Japan is watching, so let's get those numbers up, guys. I mean, someone's gonna win, not me though, not me. I promise you.
No one in this stream is gonna win unless we use a different name. Wink, wink. Wink.
I will make my immediate family and extended family all sign up though. So
I'm making
we're not even
right now. I'm texting
we're not even into the meat of this video, and
all right, let's go ahead and let's talk about Zero-One. So you can take it down. We'll bring this back up towards the end and see where the progress is at.
Yes.
All right. So Zero-One's been over for a minute. Obviously, this year has been weird because of the Rona, but it still was a fun ride. So I'll start with you, Zach. What did you think about Zero-One? And remember, you can talk about spoilers now.
Yeah, man, Zero-One, for a series that had the struggle of kind of having to do its mid and late game story with everything going on with Corona, still came out pretty damn good. The story, you had Aruto struggling with, the whole notion of, trying to stand up for the Humagears, and proving that, they're more than just tools. They have dreams, they have aspirations. They're just as human as humans are. I think that was a really cool story. I love stuff like that with like AI and with robots and that kind of transhumanism stuff where it's like, what is really the measure of humanity? Is it the flesh sack that we all live in, or is it more? Can it be, what these Humagears were? So I loved the story. I love the characters. Aruto as a writer, like that was me. Like I'm a kind of a lazy, jokey kind of like bum basically. So for him to start out his story and just be like, hey, stand-up comedy isn't really working for you, but here's a company that you have to run now. Have fun, go nuts. And it's like I can't I relate to Aruto in that because it's like, wait, what? I have control of the whole company. Are you sure about that? You know what you just did, right? Like,
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
But like, he really, I loved his whole arc. And the suits, oh man, the suits in that series. Can we talk? They're so beautiful. Everything from
every single one.
Base Zero-One up to Zero-Two, all of it is just beautiful. I mean, we had great secondary riders with the Ames squad. I mean, come on, we had a blue wolf rider. Blue, my favorite color. Wolf, my favorite animal. How could I not love that suit? I really liked this series a lot, and it was really satisfying the way the story played out.
Yeah, and Fu was great. I love how it's something had a wolf on it. He goes, it has a wolf on it. It's mine
now. Yeah,
like that's how this works.
That would always be satisfying when he would be like, I'm gonna do it my way, and
I just want everybody to know one of the favorite things about Fuwa was they didn't let him get access. Even in the end of the show, he had no
never. He never did it right one time.
He never got authorization.
Not even the Japanese wolf one.
Yeah, exactly. Not even Japanese wolf. They was like, oh, I still got to rip this open? Yeah.
Literally half him didn't even let him have it.
Oh, man. All right, Dustin?
Yeah, Zero-One was probably to me, it was a fantastic start to a new era for Rider. Like, the suits are gorgeous. The story was going in a direction that I feel was hitting home for a lot of people because more and more technology is coming towards us that we're interacting with in a similar way. Remember that little box that was voiced by Maui Ichimichi? Yeah. Like those, I got a Google Home right over there just because of that. Like, honestly, it's been fun. Another thing too is that I considering the situation of this year and how terrible things ended up being for everything, the fact that production could move forward as smoothly as it did was absolutely astounding. So friends over at Toei, you all did a great job, and I'm thoroughly impressed with everything y'all did and are continuing to do with Saber. So if I wanted to bring up anything in particular, the thing I love the most about Zero-One is Fuwa, but if I could talk about Aruto for just a second, I love how he went from that super, super lovable dude that was trying to do everything he can for the Human Gears and the humans, and eventually just kind of snapped. And it's so real. I thoroughly appreciate that. It's you don't get that kind of stuff in superhero media, and the fact they were willing to dip into that was astounding, and I thoroughly enjoyed that end game we had.
Basically, Aruto at the end was like all of us because of this year. We were just like, I'm done with that. We were going straight to the dark. I'm killing everybody.
But I mean, that's what's so beautiful about Kamen Rider too, because it kind of harkens back to the original, where this was something made for evil purposes, but Aruto went to the evil purpose and found a way to drag himself back out of it, no different than Hongo or Ichimonji did, which, I mean, if we're having those parallels because of Showa to Reiwa, like, y'all, I'm seeing it and I love it. Keep more of that, please. Also, just to throw it out there real quick, Fuwa probably is my new favorite rider. I love that dude. He's awesome. Love Fuwa so much.
Awesome.
Well, even though I don't love Zero-One as much as other people do, and I still have my criticisms a little bit there too, I still think it's a good show. I know a lot of people got into Kamen Rider through Zero-One. I know a lot of people that found this new love of Kamen Rider through Zero-One. And I can see there's a lot to love about it, especially the characters. And personally, I think it's a lot of the little things that just build up this great show, like the interactions between Aruto and Fuwa, or just the AIM squad in general, or the AIM squad and then Aruto teaming up to fight Thouser, or these other riders coming together to finally just team up and fight some big bad guy at the end, or the best moment in the history of Kamen Rider is Aruto versus Hirobi towards the end. Like, it was fantastic, and I loved a lot of that. And again, while I do have my reserved criticisms on it, there's still so much to just enjoy with Zero-One. It actually brings a smile to my face just seeing an episode or hearing one of Aruto's corny jokes, and he goes like, "Hi, Aruto-jan Naito," and it's just so feel good. It's warm, It's one of those. It actually reminds me a lot of Kugo, where it just makes me happy just seeing popping in an episode and see Aruto tell his corny joke and Izu explain the joke, and then Fuwa hiding his laugh too. And yeah, it's just a really warm, heartwarming show.
Right. Yeah.
For me, Zero-One is like the quintessential reason why I love Kamen Rider. Like, it's a kid show. Like, everyone knows it's a kid show. Straight up, it's a kid show. It's made for younger kids. And we have a man who, I'm going to gush about Fua because no one else has taken that dive, so I'm going to take that one. We have this man whose sole existence has been, I hate robots. And then you find out that was all a lie. That dude had his world shattered from underneath him. And then he gets one of the coolest forms in Kamen Rider, period, in my opinion, in Rampage. I think that is one of the coolest things ever. When he goes power and just like clotheslines that girl and throws her into the ground. Oh man, what a moment! And that's what Zero-One. And I'm not gonna say it doesn't have faults, but like Zero-One is that quintessential. Like everyone's kind of saying, it's what we enjoy Kamen Rider, and it's a perfect example of what we enjoy, whether it has faults or not. And it just had moments where like I genuinely got a little teary-eyed, and I think some of that did have to do with this year. Like the ending felt so good because they didn't have that extra usual fluff when they tried to do these hard moments. It was quick, concise, and we really felt every moment that we've been venturing with these characters, especially between Fua and Naruto. It lent itself, and like everyone's been saying, it adapted so well to. I think it actually helped the show.
All right.
I don't think there's anything that I can say that hasn't been said. I mean, we all have a man crush on Fua. Naruto is proof that 2020 can beat you to hell and you can come back from it. And then with everything else, Thouser is about redemption, and then Valkyrie is literally about knowing when, even though there's a line that you shouldn't cross, that doesn't mean it's too late for you to come back. There is a lot of things about this show that not only are very relatable on many personal levels, on a public level. And it's just like, how do you show someone this show without saying, hey, I know this is a kid's show, but as an adult, this is going to really mess you up.
Right.
Itself has done that. And I think despite all its circumstances, cool suit designs across the board, literally even for the bad guys. But it's just one of those things where this show has shown me it's okay to sometimes go into a dark place and come out of it, not only because I have friends, but because I know that sometimes it's okay to express myself. We shouldn't bottle things in.
Right.
So Zero-One 2020, it's two sides of the same coin to me, and I love it.
Right. I did really like how it delved into how the public can really be a victim of groupthink. And also how people are very quick to not realize that they learned it from watching you. They're like, oh man, they're going berserk and they're hurting people. Really? Where did they learn that from? And then when the robots, when the human gears, when they get upset, it's like they're upset because you're treating them like tools, and they're clearly becoming more than that. You would also be upset if you were treated that way,
You're absolutely
exactly.
against that. Absolutely.
And there's so many times I've had to explain it to people, and they're like, "Oh, well, I don't really like these moments. It makes me uncomfortable." It's like, well, being uncomfortable is part of learning.
That's the whole point. Is you're supposed to feel uncomfortable.
Right.
You're supposed to realize that you have the empathy and the sympathies for these characters to realize, oh, wait, what we're subjecting them to is bad. We need to not do that anymore.
It's very much why I like it being a kid show, because you have to understand, as adults, you're supposed to know better. But as a child, you're supposed to be exposed to these things so that you can know better.
Yeah. People mess up. I mean, it is what people mess up, and you got to be able to, some of the lessons are you got to be able to forgive that, even if they, like Towser are a huge pain in the butt.
Well, Towser is single-handedly the best jobber I've ever seen.
What upgrade?
Right?
Didn't even need an upgrade. He was just like, listen, I'm gold. Literally,
the Golden Soldier Towser is born.
I'm every way because I have 5 horns. Okay.
I love Thouser's belt voice is just chef's kiss.
That's the best part of any belt is presented by Zaya. This butt whooping was presented by Zaya.
Right? Even in the beginning of Saber, the first episode, it's presented by Zaya. So it's like, continuity too. Okay, cool.
So the whole show could be just Zaya propaganda for Kamen Riders.
I'm not even
voice. I want them to bring that voice actor who did the belt back and just do more belts in that style, because it's just when the five horns cross, and it's just like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
I like the
AJ,
voice actor for the belt.
AJ, did you have any thoughts about Zero-One before we get to the toys?
No, I think everyone said everything fantastic. I think our chat they like Fua too, and I think it's unanimous at this point. We all like Fua. Other than that, like I think even in the beginning, the vice president threw me off for a bit because obviously we're going to run with this. He wants that position, and I'm like, okay, maybe they'll play on him. And then I found he's like, not that bad. I'm like, that threw me off for a quick second, and I was like, okay,
yeah. I really liked them at the end too. I was like, oh, dang, I like this guy.
Yeah, even how like the end happened, like he somehow changed, even though we didn't get too much of him, But I felt like we got a lot. Otherwise, see, like there's a lot of moments that I really like. Even Valkyrie when did her what's that? When she resigned or like
when she quit.
Actually, I think that was one of my favorite moments of the show in general. Like, I really like Valkyrie. Like, Yua was one of my favorite characters in the show. I hate to admit it, I'm a little bit upset we didn't get more of her because I really feel like she was powerful throughout the entire production. Like, her actress, fantastic. But another thing I would like to mention, though, that scene where she finally decks Thouser. I wanted more of that because I'm sorry. This guy to me is kind of like the reason why half this stuff happened in this show, which means that I personally can't forgive that redemption. Yeah. But it's also, I think, a testament to Thouser's actor because, man, if a guy that is literally not that person makes me want to punch him in the face just for having that same face and being that same dude, ooh, man, you're good.
Right? Like every time he went, send Pa Santo, I'm gonna kill you.
Like he's got cute robot dogs now. You gotta forgive him.
Right. Yeah, that's Tony Ivo, man. That's a cool toy.
Yeah, I think even that, it was like they had Space Bros and Dodo itself was really cool.
Gosh, we got to talk about Mitsubishi Jinrai as a whole too. Though, all of them were great, but like Naki, like at the end there, loved everything about Naki. Good stuff. Good stuff.
I really wish we would have got more of the entire crew, but we already know COVID kind of killed that for us.
Yeah,
it's great to see them do more. So I'm hoping in this movie because it definitely showed. The movie has been basically like, hey, we're gonna give you all of them now. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Gene and Roby are just Batman now. It's fine.
We got some more new suits to drool over, so the Detail of Heroes is gonna look pretty this year. Can't wait.
It's never over. It's
never over.
Whoa.
Oh man, but yeah, one of the things that I did like was, well, I hated it and then liked it is when they killed Izu. That's that. I was like for me that was for me, that was like similar to Walking Dead. I'm like, hey, I have certain characters that you kill them, I'm done. They killed Izu, and I was like, I'm gonna try real hard not to kill this show. But then I like how like he got another Izu, but it's not his Izu.
Yeah.
I'm glad that it wasn't just like because like it was funny at the end where he was like trying to reteach her all the stuff, but it's also kind of sad because it's like you realize this is not the same person.
It's
but
definitely
explaining to people about Zero-One kind of taking that show of love where it's there's a lot of tragedy in Kamen Rider that people kind of overlook.
Yeah.
And then that's the tragedy that makes them better as people because they learn from experience.
Absolutely.
If you always give them that cop out, which I don't mind because it's still a kid's show, but they actually took it there where it's like, hey, we lost somebody. We got somebody from it, but we still lost somebody. Let's not forget that. So I like that it's teaching you the value of loss as well. Again, you need to learn these things. So it's pretty cool.
I did like when Jin Hirobi about it. He's like, look what he's doing. Like, bro, you killed Izu. Like, what did you think was going to happen? Like,
full Terminator. That's just all that happened.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, again, that just like speaks to the relatability of Aruto because you've spent the whole series up to this point, like, kind of like you're behind their relationship. You're like, it's so nice that they're growing this close together. From the beginning of the series when really she was just some random Humagear assistant to now she's like being supportive and even mimicking the poses and everything, and like you can see how close they're getting. So that gut punch of losing Izu, like, ooh, like I can fully understand and justify why Aruto went nuts because, like, yeah, you deserve go kill him, go nuts.
I mean,
Right?
go. I mean, think of it this way. If you think of it this way, Izu is the dream that all of them are taking off towards. She was building towards that this whole time, and then at the very end, and then of course Aruto's like it's.
Right.
I also think it's the beauty of just Kamen Rider, like the power behind it with the storytelling. It's like D was saying, man, like especially like old school Ishinomori heroes, like they don't have happy endings usually. It's never, and like we said a few minutes ago, it's never over. I mean, look at it. We had like how many specials with all the old guys back in the day. So like I'm glad they went this route with so much of it. One more thing I wanted to bring up that I think we glazed over ever so slightly, and this is something like I gotta punch at because we were already talking about Fu and how much we love him. That last scene with him and the car and him saying, "Who are you?" I'm a Kamen Rider. Like, yes, you are. Yeah. Oh, I need more of that. I'm just hearing these guys taking that moniker of Kamen Rider, and it means more than just like their name. Like, he's not Vulcan. He is Kamen Rider. Hell yes. Yes, more of that. Yes. Please.
That was pretty cool. Like he ended just opening things he shouldn't be opening. He's just like, ugh.
I just want to get my strength from.
Well, it's funny because Vulcan in the end didn't like Humagiz, but technically he ended up becoming a tool himself.
Yeah.
Like, not even in a bad way. It's like, hey, I am the tool for Kamen Rider. I'm going to do good by the name. So you technically are a tool for it. And it's pretty cool because he had a lot to learn in this whole series, man. It was good. It was really, really good.
I love when after they found out his backstory, and then Yaiba was like, "You're really normal." Like wow,
You're no one.
That was super normal, and I kind of like that because that means he's a normal dude with a normal background who can aspire to be with main character types.
But the only thing that's not normal is his abnormal strength because dude is ridiculously strong.
Yeah. He must be related to what her name is.
It's just willpower.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember the first time Fua transformed on screen and he punched the bullet? Do you guys remember how hype that was?
That was so awesome.
Super hype.
I love the effects this year too. Like all the transformation sequences. Oh my gosh! Like whoever's working on those, like
armor build, so cool.
A+, give them more money, throw them all the money at them, please. They're doing a good job.
Even like the finishing attacks too, where like they just put all the characters.
All that popping up. Oh, the katakana was just beautiful, especially for somebody who's starting to slowly learn more and more. It's like I can read that. So
good practice.
I will say,
I gotta just plug it. I just gotta plug it. Give us Rampage Vulcan, okay? Just give us Rampage Vulcan.
Rampage Vulcan.
Okay, it has been said. We will translate that over to the powers that be.
Dude, speaking of assault, like the Shining system, can we talk about how we have a Kamen Rider that just has Gundam bits now? How awesome that is!
Who doesn't love
the funnel?
I mean, it was pretty cool to see that though. Like there were so many things, and like Zero-One for me, it was my first time watching a rider like live, like every week, and so like I went nuts with buying the stuff. Like AJ can tell you. When I was in Japan in December, like I was there when the assault triggers came out. Man, that was brutal. Like I went to one store and it was like one per person, and then like my first thought was, I'm like, if I leave and come back, maybe I can get it. Then I realized I think you'll remember me. I think.
The trick is plan out where the Toys R Us's are before you leave your hotel, so you have a route for the day. I learned the hard way. I had to get 4 of these bad boys. Ooh, you guys make me walk around all day. That's fine. I'll do it.
Luckily, some of the other people from the office were there with me. I'm like, hey, I need you to buy this thing. And they go, what is it? I'm like, don't worry about what it is. I need you to buy this thing. I can only get one, and we got a bunch of people back home that need these.
You gotta be like me. Just go with an entourage of people.
Yeah.
Every time I'm in Japan, never with less than 6 people. Never.
Right. Oh man, but yeah, there was just so much stuff, man. I mean, we transition to the toys and stuff now. I loved the ride watches, but then these came along. I have almost all of them. I went to Toys R Us over there to get the giraffe progress key, and I went there with other Banda people, and they're like, hey, can he just buy the progress key? And they said, no, you must have your Zero-One driver. So like I didn't bring it because like we were like in like suit attire, right? what I did was the moment that meeting was over, I went back to the hotel, got my Zero-One driver, went back to Toys R Us, and I said, I have it. Where is my program?
Hey, it'd be like that sometimes.
Hey,
At least don't thinking about a move, man. Even for you in the suit. No,
yeah, but you know, I appreciate that they even told Bandai, nope. The rule is you have to have your driver with you. And I'm like, you know what? I appreciate that.
Yeah, no exceptions. I don't care if you made it. No exceptions.
I love that. And then of course, you know, like the legend ones, I had to get Gaim because you know he is the correct writer of all time.
Everybody knows what.
Cool. Yeah, no, I love these things. And then of course the big thing I had to get when I was there last time was
Big Daddy.
Oh, good. I'm not the only one with a giant robot toy with us today. Cool.
I had to get this one, and it's funny. I bought it at a Surigaya, and then like the day before I left, I saw it at a Don Quixote for like $20 cheaper, and I was like, for real.
Hey, for real. I'm telling you got to take me with you. I know all about Don Quixote and all their secrets.
I know,
like I know the theme song. That's how much I love Donkey. They're great.
Like I have my route now, but you know,
maybe that's what we need to do.
Share that route.
Next year, all of us need to go to Japan together and just go.
I'm
nuts.
okay with that.
I'm okay with that. I know some guys that can blow us up at Iwafune. Let's go.
That would be amazing.
It'd be really fun. We should do it. I'll be down.
I gotta enjoy karaoke with me though. If we go, we karaoke.
Let's go. Yakiniku before? Let's do it. I'm down. No, Torikizoku to get some yakitori early lunch. We'll go get some strong zeros. Then we'll go hit Yakiniku. Then we go to the karaoke bar and we destroy it with Toku and Rider songs. Let's go.
Nice.
And to our bosses who are watching, that's technically work. I think if we film it for like YouTube,
it's totally.
We can totally
I feel like
it's a business expense.
It's work.
It's fine.
It's totally fine.
Oh my goodness!
Just, you know, hey, listen. We visited the Toei. Like we went to the Bandai offices. It counts as a business trip. It's fine.
It does. I mean that technically yes.
Oh,
you walk by them. That's good enough, right?
I'll have you know, we'll be meeting during karaoke with very important people.
That's right.
That's
exchanging business cards.
Yeah, business card. Okay,
yeah,
Kamen Rider. But no, yeah. If America is allowed to travel next year, we should definitely all try and go to Japan. if we're allowed to. If the world can stop ending for like a month.
Listen,
give me a solid month.
My mom works for the airline. I can get a round trip ticket for like $200. Like, I'm ready to go.
Look, just get a crate. I'll just fit in the crate. You know, we'll make it happen. But yeah. So I'll start with you this time, AJ. What was your favorite collectible from the Zero-One era?
Other than the SH figures, I don't remember. Like I don't remember how I got, but it is the Rampage key. Like that feel. It feels so good when like you get to do it, especially with like the Shot Riser. Oh man, I remember I did buy Shot Riser back in New York Comic Con, and that was a trip to get back through the airport. Like, don't worry, it looks like what it looks like, but it's absolutely a toy.
I felt I had to bring back like 3 Shot Risers for people in the office, and I'm like, yo, I got to put 3 guns in my bag and go through LAX. Like,
thank you.
I remember the New York meetup. You're like, don't bring them to New York. Don't do it.
Do not bring a Shot Riser. And
hey, the one guy that did it, he like opened up his coat, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
For those of you who were there, you remember there's a point where the cops did come up to ask what was going on. I'm glad that no one brought Shot Risers because that would have been a bad time.
Listen, I remember I made that call to you, David, and I told you that. And I was like, listen, gotta let these people know I live here.
Yeah, exactly. You know, now thankfully, like in Japan, because like I think it was before, like, but like my bag broke on the way back from Japan, and so like they brought it from the check area, and I had to board first because they had to deal with this whole situation. But like they dropped my bag down. They said, "Oh, sir, your bag's open," and all of a sudden you hear "Shot Rise," and I'm like, "Oh no!" And they're like, "What's that?" I was like, I looked at the stewardess. I'm like, "Kamen Rider." she's like, okay. You know,
she understood.
Yeah, she understood, but it would not go that way in New York though. So thank you everyone for not bringing. And when we do meetups again in the future, the sun will rise and we'll have meetups again. Still no shot righteous, please.
No, seriously. No, listen. If we're gonna do stuff in New York, I cannot stress enough. Do not bring any tokusatsu weapons.
Yeah, just belts, people. Just belts.
Yes, only belts. Like
clearly belt-like objects.
Also, if you're gonna use the Phis, Delta, or Kaiser gear, don't turn it into gun form. Please just don't.
Yeah, help us help the community by not having a news story attached to this. So,
well, unless it's a good news story, then we can have a good one. Not the one that we're talking about right now.
Like James Gunn, like James Gunn from Kamen Rider.
Yes,
there you go.
Yes, that was awesome.
It has been all right. So that happened this year. That was good. All right, we got a win.
We got one.
We got one.
Did we get 0-1? Hey,
we got 0-1 win.
That's pretty good.
Man. I'm just happy that I can get more and more people into it, and then it's weird because now I've got it to travel amongst higher circles.
Right.
So it's weird when people get back to me and they're like, "I learned it from you," and I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Yeah, you keep showing us that Kamen Rider stuff." I'm like, "Tell me more."
Right. Now, Darius, I'm sure you'll be happy to know this because I always have stayed away from the SHF life.
Don't do that.
But 0-1 broke me. 0-1 broke me. I got my first SHF. I got Valkyrie. She's still in the box because I'm waiting to get a setup ready. I got 0-1. I got Vulcan. I got my first SHFs, and now it's never over. It's never over.
Listen. If there's two that I'm gonna get out of this that I need to buy at least 3 of, it's gonna be 0-2 and Rampage Vulcan. I have 2 of everybody else from 0-1, but I need 3 of those guys. 0-2, I gotta mimic the light speed technique.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Rampage Vulcan is just cool as hell, so I just need it.
Right.
As you can see, I have Assault Wolf, and I just won't stop playing with it. It's just people don't understand just how much fun I have with these figures to the point where I take hundreds of photos and only post 3, and I'm like, "Y'all want to see more? Please tell me y'all want to see more." So,
I love your photos.
All right. Awesome. All right.
So
Zach, what were your favorite things from 0-1?
So for me, man, it's all about the driver. Love that 0-1 driver. Love the Progrise keys. I was at a convention in Orlando last November, and I had to actually see the driver in person for the first time. Somebody had it, and I said, "Can I check that out?" "Oh yeah, sure, here, check it out." And I said, "Yeah, I'm buying one." And literally came home from the convention, ordered my driver. Like I had it in January. I was playing with the Progrise keys. They're just so fun, man, to be able to flip them open and do the thing and just the fun gimmick of like the animals and all that is just it's a fun toy. It's a great driver, and then getting the 0-2 attachment, like that was awesome. I love the way that was integrated in with just a kind of clip on over it, and the 0-2 Progrise key having not only the sounds for the henshin, but also having, the voice clips from Aruto and having one of them be the Aruto-chan Naito and just like, yes, I want that. Please give me more of the show quotes in the merch because it's great. But yeah, for me, definitely the driver and the Progrise keys, man.
Definitely.
I love those things.
The driver was fun. I love, authorize. Progrise.
Yeah.
And I also love when you get it wrong, it was errorize. I love that. Like it just didn't do nothing. It you messed up. All right.
You don't have permission. That's why. You don't have
exactly. You did not authorize. So, Dustin, what are your favorite?
Yeah.
I see something in the background there.
Yeah, so I picked up one of the statues from you guys a little while ago. One of my friends called me out on it. I was like, "Oh, cool!" And I pre-ordered it and was able to grab it, which was really cool. Picking up in an actual physical store, that was like, whoa. Also a little bit scary at this time, but I didn't care because hey, 0-1. But as much as I love the 0-1 belt, because like I've always wanted to see something that blends a lot of previous gimmick items. Like I love the Gaia memories, and I love the O medals. So like getting these things feels like a combination of those two. The Progrise keys are a really wonderful gimmick item. I love those toys, and the fact it does more in the belt than just scanning it and it slides stuff around and the light comes through. Ooh, it's neat. but I'm a little bit biased. I'm sorry. I got to go someplace, and my favorite piece of Zero-One merch, I think, has to go to this curry bowl that was given to me when I actually met Zero-One at the Memorial Land stage show. That was a lot of fun. And if you guys ever get a chance to check out one of the stage shows, please go check it out. It's really endearing, and I love it. And the staff is super cool because they would not tell me anything about the suits. I tried. But if I had to pick one item from Zero-One that I think is the absolute standout from the entire series, it's just all the belts. They had so many that all did different things, but brought different playability to each one of these progress keys. That is powerful. I love that they focused more so on like how could we make these things feel more important with each belt. Oh, didn't mean to set it off. My bad. Rule number one. My bad. But you see what I mean, though? It's like there's so much you could do with these just by themselves. So, like, if I have to give it to it, progress keys and the belts, they nailed it this year. Absolutely perfect.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, we in the office for research purposes. I will stress this. We played with those a lot for research. Research purposes. Promise you. I there'll be times the office ready to be dead silent, and then you hear everybody jump. You know? And then people are like, what was that? Nothing.
Don't worry about it. Go back to your model kit. It's okay.
Right. Go back to businessing.
Yeah.
All right, Marcos.
So I'm not a gimmick toy type of guy. I'm more of the belt role play guy. And I gotta say, these are really, really, really cool. Like, these might be one of my favorite belts ever. Like, I have the Shot Riser, I have this thing, I have the Hidden Driver, I have the Ichigata one. Like, they're just really cool. And shout out to Ichigata, the best rider in Zero-One. Yeah. I just okay. So the Cyclone Riser has to be my favorite. I love the color. I love the playability. I love the Rock and Hopper key. This is definitely my standout, my number one choice for Zero-One. However, the Shot Riser is really cool too. Like, I wasn't expecting it to be this cool. I'm not into weapon role play guns either, but this is really, really good. Like, I'm sorry. I'm gushing so much about these toys. But
no, please go on. I love this. Please.
Yeah, no,
this is where you would do that.
I just so this is definitely up there. It actually feels really good. Like, as an adult, it's such a cool toy, you know. Like, and I love the what is it? The Thouser key, it opens automatically like that. Like, I love that. Like, I just love the keys. Like, I wasn't expecting to like these that much as I did. But like the Panda key that you guys sent over, like, that was really cool. Like, I wasn't even expecting that, but that was so cool.
This was really nice. Thank you all. Seriously.
Yes, it's so good. And even further than that, I wasn't even expecting that you can take off the plate here and you can replace it for like other riders too. Like, there's so much of these toys, and I'm definitely gonna buy more later.
Yeah, no, this series was hard on the wallet, man. This series was hard on the wallet. I gotta tell you, like, every day, like, a new thing coming out, I'm like, oh my god, I have to get that now. Like, just every time.
I feel like it was harder on my luggage because that was a really expensive fee to bring that big, heavy piece of luggage back with all the Zero-One stuff I picked up at the start.
Right.
Man, solid toy line. Absolutely solid toy line.
Yeah.
Carl?
The only one I, fortunately or unfortunately, because like most of us, I'm not immune to COVID, was the Falcon. And I actually grabbed this before the show even started. And little did I know, Jin would become one of my favorite characters in the show. And Burning Falcon is super radical. And I actually like the Slash Riser a lot. That's one of my favorite belts in the show. But I personally, like I said, I just haven't had a chance to get most of them at this point. But I'm actually looking really forward to the SICs when they announce those, because those are always so cool looking. And having this cool like Tektron thing going on and technology, I can't even imagine what these are going to look like when they start announcing them.
Probably cool.
Probably super dope.
Yeah. SIC, they rarely go wrong. They are some of the best out there too. So yeah, I'm with you on that. One more of those.
All right. So Darius, outside of SHFs.
No.
You can't say SHFs. What was your favorite? Oh, dang.
It's hard mode.
Okay, go ahead. You say SHF.
I'll be fair. Because you cheated, but that's cool.
He broke them though. He did buy an SHF.
Yeah.
That's true. I did cheat to you, and I made you buy SHF. Now your wallet is even more empty. So I get it. I get it. This is revenge.
Sad face.
You know what's funny? Like everyone else, I love the belts and the progress keys. I think the only one I'm missing is the slash riser, and it pisses me off because I'm like, how did I miss this? This is what I wanted the most. But the belt gimmick and the progress keys are just so much fun. Like when I got Rampage, I annoyed the hell out of my wife. Like every day. She would get mad. I was like, oh! Like, and then she would clothesline me, so I would lose. But you know, I can't front. Like the belt gimmick in Zero-One has been so much fun that I was even taking pictures of like, and I didn't post him yet, but I took pictures of like Shining Hopper with his belt and the progress key, and having fun with stuff like that. Just taking it back and just knowing that the gimmick in the show was just as good enough to make me not only buy everything, but enjoy it in a whole different format. To the point where now my nephew, who didn't know anything about Kamen Rider, now Zero-One is his favorite Kamen Rider. The only one he knows, but it's his favorite. He started somewhere.
It's Kamen Rider.
He's about to be screen soon.
Yeah.
So it's not
Everybody
like
loves
he's young.
first.
All
Well,
for
he's
the
young
plan.
by our eyes, but
And it's
but
like,
he's only 17 years old, and now he's like, "Why didn't you tell me about this sooner?" I'm like, "What do you think I've been doing this whole time?"
Right?
So
we
he
met?
took my Zero-One driver, but luckily I had an extra. But now he has my Zero-One driver. Like he doesn't come by, so I mailed it off to him. But he'd be like, "You got any more progress keys?" Like a kid, on your phone.
Oh,
So
man.
it's definitely going to be the belts. And since I can't say SHF is going to, I'm going to go with belt and progress. You jerk.
Yeah.
No, the SHF is the answer.
I know where your heart is.
progress
Man.
keys is so great.
Well, for action figures, it's a little different. Like because like role play toys, you have to wear it, and I can wear them, but it's not that I want to wear them. I want to hang them on my wall and display them, and they look nice.
Yeah.
Whereas with action figures, I'm creating a scene. I don't want to put me in the scene. I want to be on the outside, like a director or a filmmaker,
Right.
and I want to create the scene. With the belts, I would have to be a part of it. I just don't want to do that unless somebody wants to model for me. I'll take pictures.
I mean, I do suits, holler.
Awesome. Well, yeah,
But,
no,
yeah,
Zero-One is
But Zero-One has been
really good.
it's basically like me. It's like finding Kuga all over again, and it's very important.
Very strong start to Ray.
Yeah,
a very
absolutely.
strong start.
Yeah.
So, now earlier,
honestly, I think it's one of those good curses where as soon as you start a new era, whatever show you have is just, hey, it's gonna be good. It's got to be good.
right,
Like look,
definitely.
we got Rider 1, we got Kuga, we got Zero-One. That's 3 for 3 right there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Now earlier, when we talked about the contest, someone said that we would probably get 1,000 by the end. Do you guys want
I only entered once.
Do we get 2K?
I didn't enter the other times yet.
2,100.
2,100? Wait! You said 2,100? What's everyone's guess right now?
23
2,000.
23 plus. 23 plus.
All right, AJ, go ahead and.
Wait! I didn't get you. Wait!
Go ahead.
1999.
1999. Any other guesses?
$1, Bob.
Ooh, $1. All right. And
It's actually constantly going up. I keep it refreshed.
Oh my God.
3,533.
Oh, more than I said. Holy crap.
And once again, just now, I mean, it's
Yo.
I think the people like Gaim.
Okay, so like,
Just-
let's just throw this out there. Can we get this to 10 times that by the time this contest is over? Do you think you can do it? Come on, I want to see y'all go for it. Go.
What I want to do is I want us to get the record. I think right now the best we ever did, AJ, it was the Gundam Universe one, right?
Yes.
It was like we got like 100,000 entries, which
Something
barely
else,
beat the Woes one from earlier this year. So we need to retake this in the name of Kamen Rider.
You need to enter it.
In the name of Space
Your
Jesus.
significant other needs to enter it.
We need to keep going.
Send me the link to this, and I'm going to share it to all my social media platforms.
Okay,
It's
yes,
very
do
important
it.
that we share it.
Yeah.
It will begin.
See, already 3,700.
It might be 4,000 by the time we're done with this. It might be 4,000.
Could be.
Very well
I'm
likely.
okay with it. I'm totally fine with it. Let's do it.
Like Dragon Hall's like on Twitter, he's like, yeah, there goes my chances of winning with numbers like that. If you keep entering daily,
Yeah, like you'll have a lot of shots at
Yes.
entering.
Yes.
You have 35 chances a day. Come on.
All right, look,
but
my
yeah.
chances like before the end of this, my chance is gonna be like what, like 7 in 100,000. I'm still taking those chances.
Yeah, I mean, because like the CSM is gonna be signed, which is gonna be great. The poster, I can tell you this right now, there's less than 10 of those on the planet. So
you're right, because I got one of them.
I mean, I have one. Like, I think I was just threatening. I was just threatening.
Oh no!
My poster, no, but yeah,
see you in the Tyson.
These posters are super
paper,
limited.
scissors.
And it's definitely the first time they've had our logo on there with them, so that's super cool. That's them acknowledging that they're happy with how things are going in America. Like they're loving it, guys. So let's really share this contest out there, enter as much as you possibly can, and let's hopefully we get this to 1 million entries.
Yeah, like who doesn't want like a chance at essentially a free CSM at this point?
Yeah,
God, that's
a free sign.
300 so fast.
Yes, sign.
And it was funny. Like I was talking to some people internally, like, "Oh, do you think they'll take a photo of them wearing the belt with the box?" I'm like, "No. Whoever gets this box is not opening it. It's like it's gonna stay sealed forever." They're like, "Really? Yeah, yes."
I don't know about y'all, but I'd be like, "Yo, this is mine." And he touched the outside of the box, and I touched the inside of the box. Yo, it's like we're connected. No, I don't know. I'm not playing with that toy. I didn't pay that much money not to touch that thing. Come on,
Right.
come on.
I won't lie to you. If I did win, I wouldn't open it because I already have one pre-ordered. But if I didn't pre-order one, I probably would have opened it because I have this issue where I have to open everything I get.
See, I would like to win because I have 3 on order right now. I've got one of each of the art versions and then the main one because I'm gonna Gaim, I'm gonna have Baron, I'm gonna have Zangetsu, and then I'm gonna have the mass-produced regular guy.
But here's what I'm sad
because Michi knows what he did.
Exactly. Here's why I'm really sad though. There was no announcement for CSM Genesis driver, and I got sad because I was like, I want to make soda. I want to make soda.
Yeah, that would be crazy if we had a CSM Genesis driver.
Don't we have like a wish list? We have a wish list.
We have an entire live stream about that later.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
Many ridiculous suggestions for later.
Here's my thing, right? Why would you give us a Genesis core but not give us a Genesis driver? I'm just saying.
That's crazy. I don't even know what's happening later on.
That's crazy, right? I know that's crazy, right?
Oh man. Well, let's see if one more refresh before we wrap this up. Let's see where we're at now.
4,000.
Boom.
4,050. Look at that. Awesome.
There we go.
Oh my god. So yeah. So the link we should be sharing it out on social media pretty soon, if not already during this live stream. I don't know if we did already. But it'll be out there. We're gonna leave it up for about a week, so you have time. You've got time to get your entries in, guys. I suspect there's gonna be a whole lot of new social media accounts being created right now. So, anyways, guys, this has been fun. Talking about Zero-One. It's definitely a very strong start to Reiwa. It was definitely a strong hit to my wallet, as I'm sure it was to all of yours. So, but I know we say it's never over, but this live stream is now over.
This stream is
over.
No.
Make sure
continue. It's to be continued.
Yes.
We
do have a stream at 1.
At 1 o'clock, we'll be doing our SHF photo contest. We got a lot of really good entries. Darius is going to be on there along with Jay and Metallics. Yeah, you're going to be on there. So yeah, it should be fun to go over these entries.
What we get out of that. I saw a lot of people working hard for those photos.
There was a lot of good entries.
There's a lot of good ones.
We are going to do this again. We're going to do this again for sure. Like this was really cool. So, but anyways, guys, thank you guys for coming out. All these guys will be back for other live streams, so you will be seeing them throughout this 2-day period. And don't forget, we do have the Gaim soccer movie airing tomorrow on the Toei Tokusatsu channel, which is pretty great. So, and please support it. Even if you've watched it before, just play it on a tab because this is Toei in good faith bringing us something. So let's please respond with just it don't cost you anything. Just click play and watch it. I know people have seen it already.
You gotta do what I do. I would like some more, please.
Yes, more.
I think we'd all like more.
Set that reminder.
More, please.
Please,
more.
Toei, I want some more.
Please, Toei, I want some more. So, but yeah, guys, until later today, it's been fun, and we will see you on the SHF panel at 1:00. So until then, see you later, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Peace.
Bye.
And now we stare awkwardly.